to the southeast, as you can tell. Sun is starting to rise behind me. I didn't plan it that way, but it just did. Because I've been sitting at the gate for about the last 20-25 minutes trying to rig up a sling for my shotgun. I'm one of those people that cannot function without a sling to my shotgun. And we flew in from Washington last night. I just grabbed the ultralight since I took the M2 out west. And, well, I left my sling on the M2 and I didn't notice that until I got the ultralight out this morning. So, I've been digging out some paracord from the back of the truck and trying to rig up a sling. It took longer than expected. Well, day has broke and birds are singing and it's got just a touch of crisp in the air this beautiful morning, especially to be mid-May. Finally heard a turkey gobble, and I've heard him gobble 4 or 5 times now. He is so far off it took that minion to kind of course him. He's still on the limb. I assume he's gonna be hitting the ground at any minute now. But he's quite a ways off, so we're covering some ground to try to close the distance and get a read on him. Kind of that typical late season stuff. We won't hear many, but hopefully the ones that you can find are in the right mood, and we can go up there and get level with him. I hadn't picked him up. Fixing to go right up here to this high point. Maybe hit the brakes for a handful of minutes at least. Just listen, because he was at that distance that I could hear him on the limb, and as soon as he hit the ground I probably couldn't. That's when I started trying to make some tracks to get closer, but I hadn't picked him back up yet, so. Got some timber with a road leading out into the top. Got a cut over with some really good lateral cover. Beautiful nesting and brood rearing habitat, and it being late season, those hens should be concentrated around this. And whether they're willing or not, that doesn't keep the gobblers from being attracted to them. So gobblers could be trolling the edges of this, or they had followed the hens back from this morning or something. So beautiful spot for one to be. Since he struck at the call, he started gobbling on his own over here. Just a bunch of finger ridges drop down into a creek bottom, and he's up on the other side. Fixing to take one of these finger ridges all the way down to the end and see if we can cross and get over there with him. If not, we're going to have to try to call him across. Late season, turkeys may be willing. We'll see. Miscellaneous I've called from the end of this little finger where it rolls off. Got a long finger on the left, long finger on the right. This is kind of like a little short knob that falls off in the bottom, like at the head of this bottom, and he's at the other end of it. He's on a ridge on the other end of it, so he's gonna have to do a little bit of work to get here, but considering it's late season, he's gobbling like really good. I'm hoping that he's willing to put forth the work. I'm afraid to kind of keep moving on him until I'm kind of figure out his attitude, figure out how much he's willing to move on his own, because I don't want to bump into him. Fixing to try to move on the turkey. Giving him about 15 and he's stayed in the same spot. It's gobbling slowed since we quit calling to him. We're on this little top, it's kind of like an old pushed road. Set the stage down at the end of it, but he hasn't bought that ticket, so he's gobbling. He's convinced there's a little finger ridge that I can drop on the right, kind of wraps around, I think, closer to him. The issue is the sun is starting to come up and starting to be able to pick its way through these trees, and it hits this little top first since it's a little bit more open. It was good just a second ago because it's got more greenery, it gives me more cover. But it's also causing a glare on this camera as soon as the sun hits it, so and try to move on him, just act like a hen yelping through the woods, see if it makes him break, because he's stuck in his little spot over there. It's gonna be fun, just wrestling with an old eastern turkey. It's back to playing chess. Now, and I've tried to camouflage this at the base of this big old post oak, blackjack, whatever you want to call them. Just drug up some limbs and stuff. There's a bunch of laid over crap. Got some leafy stuff. Sun's at our back, but it's wide open. We're gonna have to hope that he don't pick us out. Make sure that nothing's on his camera shining. But he's on the ridge across from us here, still gobbling. He's climbing that dang thing here. I swear I think since I started here, came up, I swear the turkey was supposed to be here, now he's here. I swear he started coming up to me now that I've moved. He zigged, I zagged. Or because I zigged and he zagged. Because I did it first, but he's following a ridge line down and we're making a big move to try to get around him. Late season turkey gobbling good enough to die all day, and I ain't killed him. I just couldn't get in the right spot. I think he was somewhere off the front here, and I think he came up to here. I don't know if he came to the top, he may have stayed on the side. But suddenly he just started drifting away and his gobblings went non-existent, so I'm assuming what happened is he called up what he was looking for. Well, I guess he found what he was looking for, because he has fallen off on the private and he has quit gobbling. Pretty sure this is where I should have been about 2 hours ago. Essentially what happened was, imagine a crow's foot, but the middle toe of that crow's foot is chopped off at the first digit, so it's real short. I initially set up on the turkey on that short little middle toe, big bottom in front of me, and I thought he was on a big ridge at the other end of the bottom that goes up. But I ain't so sure that it was true. I think he may have been on this thing, which is the left toe of the crow's foot. Actually, I think he was on the ridge and he crossed to this left toe, and when I made my move on him, I moved back and moved around to the right toe. So when I got to the right toe, he was on the left toe, and I moved to the right toe because I put the sun in my favor. I don't know. What's unfortunate is I can typically come right back in here and hunt him tomorrow, see if he's in the same mood, but I'm not going to be able to tomorrow, possibly not this season. There's only 4, 5, 6 days for, what is day now? 6 days left, and I got some stuff I gotta handle the next couple, so I'm not gonna be able to come in here to. Glad we got to hear him though. Them Easterns, they gobble with a lot more authority than them ones we've been playing with last week. And today, we got a dose of Eastern butt whooping.
Hey, we appreciate you guys joining us for this video. If you like this one, you'll probably like the next one. I'll leave it up here in the corner. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along with us. We'll leave our social media links down in the description below. That's also where you'll be able to find links on the turkey calls we use and the apparel we wear and that kind of stuff. So you can find that in that little drop down description below. And as always, we sure appreciate you guys following along.